trying to keep this underground sound and keep the reprogramming going on and deprogramming on the real.
I'm the hitman, Eric Slaughter down here at 91.1 FM WREK Atlanta. So if you all don't know, you need to check it out.
So we want to shout out to, we want to say shouts out to Atlanta Radio Coalition because, you know, they consist of other radio stations, 88.5,
REK, you know, EMR, GHR, you know what I'm saying?
They put out underground just as well as we do. 89.3, Earwax, ARC, Lions Den.
Shabazz, People TV, Street Gruves representing. Big up to Rough Rugged and Raw, my man Iras. Big up to the Atlanta Radio Coalition, moving forward every time.
Radio Coalition Hip Hop Forum, Hip Hop Community Forum #1, dealing with the state of hip hop in Atlanta, the problems and concerns as artists and musicians here in the Atlanta music scene, concerning the Atlanta music scene. We have a few distinguished panelists here today. We'll briefly introduce them and let them tell you a little bit about themselves. To the far right is Horace Hawkins. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Horace Hawkins. I'm president and CEO of Power Lord Entertainment, which is a record company, production company, management company, publicity company, record promotion company, just about everything that deals with the hip-hop scene with Atlanta, we do it. Supporting everybody that's in it, you know, no matter what level. You know, that's what we do over at Power Lord. Also, I'm a journalist.
To his left, Eric Slaughter.
How you doing? My name is Eric Slaughter. I'm on 91.1 FM. I own Moan Records and Productions. We're on Thursday nights from 9 to 11. We have an Atlanta Nights thematic show, which comes on every second Thursday of each month. That's on 91.1 FM for all Atlanta artists that are concerned.
Okay, to his left, Randall Moore.
Yeah, Randall Moore, WRAS here in Atlanta, 88.5 on Sunday nights from 10 to 2, the Rhythm and Vibe show. Weekend Wrecking Crew, my man G-Wiz back there, Talib, former co-host, and also do the Bomb on Saturday night from 8 to 10 and 10 o'clock drop. Bass music, my man Raheem in the house every Saturday at 10, and of course, been doing this since '89, and that's about it.
Okay, to his left, Raheem the Dream.
Yo, my name is Raheem, CEO of RTD Records, and basically here to answer all the questions that we will be getting from the audience. I like to have a discussion. I don't like to talk at people. So, cool.
And Jarvis Raheem.
Jarvis Raheem, a.k.a. King J. I have my own record label, been in existence since '83. I produced and released Raheem the Dream's first two albums, and released Kilo's first two albums, Hear What I Hear, Cocaine, and I presently have added a new label to my distribution family, LG Records, which is Let's Get Paid, and new release is Red Money, and I'm here to answer and deal with any concerns concerning label, operation, artist management, show promotions, because I also have a production company and a management company. So I'm here to express and show my love. So let's rock.
All right. The reason for us coming is sponsored by the Atlanta Radio Coalition, which is a collective of mixed-show DJs as well as other radio and video programmers in the Atlanta area. The Atlanta Radio Coalition came together in December of '94 to basically deal with the scene here. There are a lot of changes that are coming up in the next few months. A lot of changes have taken place in the last few months as well that have really made us get on our toes. So I mean, we're about doing better. We're about doing better by the community that we have to answer to, and we just want to share a lot of things with you all out there. And I'd also like to thank the African American Student Association here at Georgia Tech for helping this, helping our first one become a reality.
college radio scene tell me personally, and I'll say 88.5 is the biggest victim of it, telling me that if I wanted to hear on a Sunday night from the 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock show, if I wanted to hear T-Mac and the P Squad, or if I wanted to hear Freak Nasty, or, you know, Raheem the Dream, that I would have to wait till Saturday night at 10 o'clock for the 10 o'clock drop. I'm in Atlanta, asking for Atlanta's people to be played on radio. Play them. You know what I'm saying? It's not about playing New York. It's not about dedicating whole shows to anything. You know what I'm saying? Because all forms of the music have to be respected. And that's just the bottom line to it. So if somebody calls in a request on your show, I want to hear this artist, play it. No 10 o'clock drop, which is the biggest joke in hip-hop, if you ask me, because the bass show that lasts from 10 to 10:30 or 10 to 11, whatever, 1 hour, but I can have 4 hours of this New York music, which like I said, I'm not condemning it, as long as it's all right for me. But I can have 4 hours compared to 1 or 30 minutes in Atlanta, in Georgia, where if bass music is where we started, I gotta hear something else. That's wrong. That's dead wrong. If anything.
To answer that very simply, you gotta understand where I came from and where Walt and Hank and Talib, my other co-hosts, and how we started. Basically, I'm an East Coast head, what I'm saying? I was playing the music that I grew up on and that I liked, what I'm saying? I was down with Planet Rock. And I was from DC, so I was down with go-go, and I understood party music. But, it was what I did for fun when I went up there, and I just happened to be on a 100,000 watt station. And over time, Talib and I, seriously though, because over time, Talib and I were talking just like, damn, we're really not giving them what they need, and it came in spurts, because at first, we weren't, to be honest, we couldn't deal, I mean, we really tried, and it's, and I got love for all y'all who went to bass, believe me, but, it took some growing musically on our part. It took some growing for us to get into West Coast, it took growing for us to get into bass, and to separate it like we've done has been more of a programming decision. If hip-hop was still up in the beats per minute, it would mix a lot better. But hip-hop is slow now, and that's the main thing. That's the main thing. So right. East Coast, excuse me. I did say East Coast music is slow. This is true. So what I'm saying is it's slower, and it's been getting slower and slower. So what I'm really trying to say is what we did is we started testing it out on Sunday night, and then we made the case to do a bass show, because basically the more different kinds of black music that we could put on the station and build it that way, the more programming time we would get. Otherwise we would just say, oh, it's just hip-hop, and boom, we could, we wouldn't have gotten any extra hours on the station. But we need a mix show for the DJs, for Spotlight for them. We need a bass show so it increase the hours of black music on 88.5. See what I'm saying? And for a while when the bass show was on, we did keep bass on Sunday nights, and we kind of phased it out because we found out that we were getting so much East and West. And we also found out that we would really lose listeners because a lot of people who like bass didn't like, the East and West Coast stuff. And so that was a programming decision, mainly. See what I'm saying? And you're right, we were wrong to be playing the bass late at night during Arnell. And it took us a while to find out because we never watched Arnell because we would be on the air. So, and also that's where, very simply, that's where I'm coming from. So, hold on one second. Go on.
Yeah, if you listen to how the programming is now on 97 and 103, now they carried over from you guys, honestly, and from what we were doing before. It's like 12 to 1. What I mean by the ratio is they're playing 12 other cuts to 1 Kilo or 1 DJ Smurf, which is wrong. I mean, it should be a 50-50 thing. There's a problem here. And in order for everybody and a lot of people to get on, I mean, you could be in the audience and be from New York or wherever you are from and attempting to get your record played. But, if you're from Atlanta, if you're based out of Atlanta, they're not going to play you because they're going to consider you to be an Atlanta artist. So, I mean, a lot of the programming has to be changed. I mean, it's a lot in our fault. And, but, now the time has come for us to say, all right, we messed up. Let's get to work on what we're going to do in order for everybody to get on. All right?
First, I want to recognize
Obviously, I don't know how many people here been here in Atlanta for a good while, but if you've been here in the last 6 months, you probably, by listening to 97.5 and B103, you should be Biggie to death.
That's true. I mean, but once again, I mean, I guess this needs to be revealed to the public. I mean, as far as commercial radio, it's who got the biggest pockets. It's got who, I mean, saying like Bad Boy Radio, I mean, entertainment, they got the biggest pockets. I mean, and also, I mean, as far as being lost, I mean, it's people being supportive of their own. I mean, I lived in New York and stuff like that, but it's, everybody shows love for up there. Now you have Outkast who come out and they support them, the Goody Mob, you know what I'm saying? They support. But before, you had Crisscross with people up the Northeast and their videos, but they didn't have my man Raheem. They didn't have Shadi and stuff like that. We have to have love for our own to support this. And then on the not defending 88.5 and stuff like that, but as far as the local stuff, I used to get on this and that, you know what I'm saying? They're here, and they go to New York, and they'll be, yeah, all the people over here, the Boogie Down Bronx and stuff like that. So, I mean, they need to be educated as far as, you love home first before you go somewhere else and love something else.
Okay, and I feel you on that, but the only problem with that, first of all,
You, in particular, DMX, at one time, you was a big time fan of Too Short. You played him to death, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, Too Short's in Atlanta screaming Oakland. He's living in Atlanta screaming Oakland. Ain't hooked up nobody from Atlanta or nothing. But y'all embrace it. I love you, Too Short. I love you, Eric Sermon. I love you, Wu-Tang. But I ain't heard none of y'all say, I love you, artists, to start a record label back when we didn't have no labels. Or I love you, Raheem, for making records 10 years, every year, coming with a record. I ain't heard that. So if when this and that goes to New York and says, I want to give a shout out to my people over in the Bronx, that's cool with me. See what I'm saying? Because the Bronx probably support them more than we can support Atlanta. See what I'm saying? Because you all haven't done your job. You did the disservice to Atlanta's artists. Well, yeah.
I strongly object on that because my boy Raheem knows I've always been down. We've always done an annual show. We've always promoted local stuff. I mean, we're the only one who had a 12-hour live local show. It's people, I mean, I give plenty of opportunity for artists who are not on your label. I mean, who got demos and, you know, sure, the quality might not be there, but I give them the benefit of the doubt because you never know you might hear something, you might like it. So, I mean, all that stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because my boy right here, Raheem, knows I can back him. And that same thing with Outkast. When people brought their tapes before they even came on wax, I've always played their stuff. I've always been true.
Raheem, you got something?
You know, being from an artist standpoint of view, my man is right on that, supporting Atlanta, you know, but the only thing is, the reason why you really can't feel the multitude of it is because he only got one night, you know, on the radio. And then you only get a couple of hours, you know, and you can't satisfy everybody in 2 hours. And you got 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. And you got other stations that got 100,000 watts that, you know, put us out there like B103. So we're not going to crush you today at 8.5, you know. What we want to do is crush them big stations, you know, that we've been taking our music to every year, like B103. And we just had a meeting with them the other day. And I offered them a suggestion, you know, about this conflict that we have. I even let them know that we've been having meetings, and it's good to see other radio stations here, you know, together in the same room and not looking at it as competition and out for everybody's dollars or out for all the listeners. They out to play what the people want to play, and they want to hear from record companies, the audience, and the recording artists. And other stations, they're not even here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Can we just resolve one thing for all the DJs? It's Atlanta's music. Let's just not say local, because when you do that, it just put a stigma on the consumer's mind that this is as far as this artist is or what have you, and it doesn't give them that respect. So to all the DJs that are on the air, no more local, just say Atlanta's on or home
base, but don't say local. You just don't want to put that stigma in the consumer's mind, then they won't respect it as they will coming from the east to the west coast. So we can sum that up to all the DJs that are here tonight. Just do that for us, the coalition.
Say anything. I mean, why you got it? When Biggie come on, granted he get a lot of play and stuff, but when they come on, he'll say straight out of Brooklyn, Biggie Smalls, right?
Yeah.
But so why say anything at all? Don't even say nothing.
That's good. That's good. But if they do want to say something, let's not say local. That's what we're saying.
88.5 along with Randall. And one of the reasons that I identify local music as local music is because one of the main gripes that you've been saying is how we don't support our local artists. So if we don't identify local artists as local artists, who the hell do we support? Why do we group them with everybody if we can't just identify them? When Outkast came out, people know they were from here. Why not say straight from the SWAT or straight from Decatur? Let people in their area start the support. Yeah. And then the support grows from Decatur to College Park, and it grows from College Park to East Point, and it grows throughout Atlanta.
And so a lot of people from Atlanta feel like, oh, okay, we can make it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to be from here to make it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mind y'all saying, yo, we got Raheem coming up at ATL Zone. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have no beef with that. Right there.
That's my job, man.
This is what we call the real stuff. Straight off the top, non-rehearsed, just from the bottom. Take it away. From the bottom. From the bottom.
Yeah. Hey, brother. Damn you. You're in Street Gruves.
Yeah. You are now in tune to the sounds, you know what I'm saying, of the almighty Fifth Dynasty. This is a roots explosion in your area, never the inferior as we continue to run it down the line. We about to define some old freestyle shit like this. One time for ya, one time for ya, one time. Yo, what exactly is the definition of a freestyle expedition? Black Thought, the #1 upon your requisition. The brother you request, cause I do it to death. Intoxicated off the blessed. Hey yo, the methods of mine when I'm splifted, ridiculously gifted. MCs stand stiffin' when they riffin' cause I shifted my styles and change. Strange, the range, universal, at my disposal. Styles to the utmost, close, that's the grip. I'm quick to bust MCs in the lip with styles that's more heavy than a ton of brick bags, dragging them down to slack. Hey yo, I won't even say that. I wanted to say something else on the microphone. Toxic to your health cause I'm cycle prone. Bringing it back, swinging with that rap blade that I made. Going on for days, hey yo, MCs is in charm, the lyrical phenomenon, the black dawn, chocolate, most pop shit.
Yo, Jack?
Yo, I just want to say, I want to go back and come forward and say hip-hop, first of all, it's like a tree. You know, a tree has seed and roots, and in its essence, hip-hop is a culture. That's the tree, that's the roots or whatever. From the tree, you have branches. The branches is what we are calling the divisions of hip-hop, the bass, the East Coast, the West Coast, the gangster, whatever. That's how I perceive hip-hop. I'm sorry. That's how I perceive hip-hop, first of all. Now, that's how I deal with everything, because I didn't always like bass music. But when I go back and I look at, I like Planet Rock, I like Perfect Beat, I like Electric Kingdom. That's the foundation of bass music. So if I can appreciate that,
which is the foundation of pop, right?
Well, no, the foundation of pop goes before Planet Rock. The foundation of pop.
I'm not talking about aesthetics.
The foundation of pop goes back when we didn't have any records of our own. When we were taking Billy Squire, when we were taking the Eagles, and a DJ like Randall said, and a microphone. That's the foundation, and that's the tree. That's the roots of the tree. And from there, we got to where we are producing our own stuff too. Let me finish talking. Where we have our own labels and everything. So just look at a tree. A tree doesn't necessarily have to stop growing unless you stop it growing. So you can go wherever you want as a branch off of the tree. So let's deal with that. Now let me say something. You made a lot of good points. But one thing I have to beg, not necessarily differ what you want, but everything that comes down, whether it's local, whether it's from New York, I have a record store, okay? I get sent stuff from everywhere. Local, international, whatever. Everything I get is not good. I cannot stop everything that I get. So, you know, me as a record store buyer, as a buyer for the store, as well as people who are on radio, they can't play everything just because who gave it to them or because of what it represents. My philosophy is if it's good, whether you have radio or not, if it's good and you get it in the hands of people who are good-minded individuals who know music, if you give me a record, if it's good, I'm going to order it. If it's not, I'm not going to order it. I don't care if it came from Brooklyn. I don't care if it came from the West Coast. I don't care if it came from my basement. If it's not good, I'm not going to order it. I think the radio DJs have are in the same dilemma. They can't play everything just because Puffy brought it in or because you brought it in. If it's good, it will stand on its own. That's my personal philosophy.
And wait, just to add on to that. Sorry.
The only thing that I want to say is that we must recognize that Atlanta isn't just Atlanta anymore. You have people from everywhere. Another thing that I want to say is that it is, like this brother said in front, it's the job of the promoters. You have magazines, you have videos. It's the job of the record label to use their people to promote that record before it will ever be played on radio or put in record stores. It's a business. You have to believe that. People are about to want to make money. And if it's not selling in the stores and if it's not getting props on the radio, they're not going to play it.
Right.
And
You know, I'm 70 years old. But I used to own the Dynamics during the heydays of the Temptation and Pressure. It's all about money. It's all about money. And the same group are robbing these artists today, rob Motown. They took Motown. Now let me tell you something. There's not a single disc jockey in this house on every day. They robbing us. They robbing you. You're talking around. Where is B103 artists? Tonight. All those other artists come on every day. I tell y'all something. Those major disc jockeys do not play the records they want to play. There's one syndicate that's owned by Jews, and they decide what records are played on those stations. There's another syndicate owned by white folks. And I tell you, if they don't own those artists, their records are not going to get played. Now what y'all got to do, get together and kick B103's butt. You're fighting around here. How you do it? How you do it? So what we got to do, these artists here, we got to tell from B103, you going to play these records. You going to play these records. Or we going to boycott every advertiser on your station. You going to play these records.
None of the artists in this audience should be looking, especially if you're a hip-hop artist or a rap artist, don't look for majors. You know what I'm saying? If you can, do it yourself. I admire this man and this man sitting next to me because for as long as I've known them, they've been doing it themselves. I've been with a major only a year, and I hate it because I'm strapped down, I'm confined, I can't do the type of things that I want to do. And to top it all, my major label, Elektra, is part of the Weir, which is part of Time Warner, which just gave up a $15 million share in one of its most profitable labels because of censorship in rap, which is ridiculous. And they got my hands tied. If you can do it yourself. That's the best way for you guys to make money, real money, and put it in your pocket. If this man can do it for the last 10 years and still do it, and this man also, then each and every one of you out there with a half a brain can do it on the real. And that's my advice coming from a major, coming from someone who has signed a lot of local talent out of this city. All right? And that's just my vibe on it.
Cool, my man right here with the yellow.
A lot of people wanted to know how to put their own record out. I'm going to give you the number. You can call my record company, and I'll give you free information. The knowledge you can take with you forever. They can't rob you for that. All right? So if you want to take down this number before I go, I'll give you the number. All right? RTD Records is 994-7374. And I'll be there Monday through Thursday. On the weekend, we'll be doing concerts. And I'll be glad to give you some free knowledge.
All right.
All right.
So we're going to take
Rough, Rugged, and Raw. We're just here maintaining and vibing. WRG 89.3. Rough, Rugged, and Raw.
You set it off.
We home
stuff, right? Now in this life you couldn't beat me in a million years. I bust you like a nut and leave your elbows full of tears. The Lord, you're overall survival vow. You couldn't beat me if I took the time and showed you how. This a new kid in town. She just dance through your shoe heels, run down.
WRG 89.3. This is the one I'm calling Iras. That crazy type freestyle.
I think, you know, it's, everybody can talk about what they're going to do, but it's another thing to do it. So if I can leave you all with anything tonight, it would be to do it. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to our first one. Look out for the second one. You will see the announcements and everything like that. You will hear it on the radio. Support your underground radio network, which is what the Atlanta Radio Coalition is all about. And basically, here for you. You know what I'm saying? Be blessed. All right. Just to let y'all know, the Atlanta Radio Coalition was formed in December of '94 in an attempt to bring together all of Atlanta's premier community and college radio disc jockeys and video specialty programmers that were willing to stand for a purpose. The purpose of this amalgamation is to establish a viable force that will contest commerciality. This nonprofit organization works on providing Atlanta with the music that it likes, not the music that the powers that be see fit. It was formed on the premise of giving Atlanta what it needs, an appreciation of its own music. I think that we as a people need an appreciation of our own selves as well. So support yours, support your own people. We've got a couple of ARC functions that
trying to keep this underground sound and keep the reprogramming going on and deprogramming on the real.
I'm the hitman Eric Slaughter down here at 91.1 FM WREK Atlanta. So if you all don't know, you need to check it out.
So on a shout out tip, we want to say shouts out to Atlanta Radio Coalition because, you know, they consist of other radio stations, 88.5, REK,
you know, EMR, GHR, you know what I'm saying?
They put out underground just as well as we do.
89.3, Earwax, ARC, Lions Den.
Shabazz, People TV, Street Gruves representing. Big up to Rough, Rugged, and Raw, my man Iras. Big up to the Atlanta Radio Coalition moving forward every time.